And on the perimeter.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Jim.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And cuts out right sideline. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards on the ground.
First down, 49ers.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
45 the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
To throw is Turner. From the gun, he'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it's third down. Turner operating from the gun. And it's caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw is gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's third down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball was thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football, go make a play, and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, here's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Breida, he'll try the right side. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Ready. Mike 29. Here we go.
Turner now on first down to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Quick dash. Go.
Throwing again. Turner. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 for 66. Hey, wahoo!
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
120.
Watch my board. Watch the glass. Watch the glass.
On first down, it's gone. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 21-3 is your score after 1.
With the score, Niners 21, Rams 3.
Got 120.
Better bring it.
Ric Flair.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Here is Eckler, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jordan Willis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Turner. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And here's Turner. Going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Not a win. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Turner on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To throw is Turner. Off the play fake. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the Rams, 1st down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll run here with Eckler. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Five. Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 32.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Draw play, it's Eckler. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
45. Mike, 42. Get in there. Let's get in that half. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Turner to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert. 3 down. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, watch the ball.
Turner now. From the gun, he'll throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go. Hey, check.
On 1st and 10, Turner. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, Turner. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Back to throw. Turner. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
17-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
On the set. 45. Check my 45. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Switch.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Go. Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch 7. Watch 7. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 57 at the mic. 57.
Out of the gun. Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Check. Fresno. 29 is the Mike 22.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Pick me up. Here we go.
And here's Turner looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 29.
Turner operating from the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 29 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Cornell.
Check.
Hey, orbit. We're good.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Wise motion. 54. What's that? 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He'll get this to Eckler. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Listen.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And you just kind of get the sense that this team's been snake-bitten a little bit here. They just have not had anything go their way.
It's like they collectively walked under a ladder on their way into the stadium. What else could go wrong?
Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike 29. Coming to you. Check 6.
They run again with Breida. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little A little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Niners on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Now it's Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. Nickerson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Set up. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. I got wide. Safe. 61. Match box. Right to 10. 10.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Down to a knee for the 49ers.